Hey, it's Brendan Payne with Century 21 again. And today's topic was a question that comes up all the time. And I've actually got a couple emails on this recently from sellers who I know were going to put their property on the market here soon. And they're wondering whether or not they should be doing improvements to the property now, or should they just get it cleaned up, get it showing ready, and sell it as it is. And it's a great question. In the world of HGTV, which we all live in right now, we're trained, sometimes we feel like the buyers are being trained to expect a certain thing from the homes that they buy, which is true. If you're going to go and build new construction homes right now, you can't build new construction homes with the styles of 2000, 2002, 3, 4, 5. You have to be 2020 styles. Otherwise, people are going to look at it and say, I'm not buying it, or they're going to ask for a severe discount. The resale market's a little bit different. The resale market, most people are coming in and they are going to want to put their own stamp on the home. So if you are considering making improvements, here's where you need to look at making them. First is the improvements that you make should be focused first on anything that's going to detract from the sale. What do I mean by that? If you have carpet in your bedrooms and the carpet's in good shape, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to go and replace the carpet with some new floor covering. But if you have carpet in the bedrooms and it's completely worn through to the subfloor, or there's stains all over, and people are going to walk in and look at it and say, that's going to help them form the opinion on how the rest of the home was taken care of, then at that point, it's probably something worth making the investment in. So if there's things that are going to detract from the value of the home, or that are going to detract from the buyers looking and saying, this is a well-maintained home that maybe just needs some updates, then it's something to consider. Now, there's a few areas where you're going to, if you decide to make some improvements or some upgrades, you probably will get a little bit better return than the others, and those would be, not surprisingly, your kitchen, your master suites, and then outdoor living spaces. Those seem to be the areas when I show properties and my team is showing properties that the buyers are looking for. No surprise, they're also the ones that are featured a lot of times on the home shows where they're doing the renovations, and that's where they're putting their money. Now, my suggestion would be, if you are simply putting the property on the market, selling it and moving on, and it's going to be a quick time frame, so you're doing that in the next 4 to 6 months, it's tough to get a dollar for dollar return on what you're making, even in those areas in some cases. Depends on the neighborhood, depends on the market, depends on what the competition is. But many times you're better off going ahead, selling it as is, pricing it correctly for the upgrades, and letting the buyer choose their own. There's nothing worse than going in and making $10,000 or $12,000 worth of improvements and then showing it, and then people saying, you know what, I really didn't want this color of tile. I really don't like this backsplash. I didn't want granite. I really would have preferred quartz. And you don't know who the buyer is going to be for the property. So how can you choose exactly what they're going to want? So main thing is study with your agent the area, the homes that are for sale, the competition, and really what's working, and make your decisions off that. Talk to you soon.